Welcome to Milo MacGyver Park and the home of the Beaver State Fling. I'm down here for the Disc Golf Pro Tour stop, and this is an amazing place to be. Big stand of trees, moss-covered trees, lots of gap hitting. They've taken the normal 27-hole layout of Milo and turned it into 18 monsters. If you get off of the fairway, it's difficult to get back out without donating blood or causing a stroke on the card. So it's a great challenging course, and it's brought down some of the world's best disc golfers. I'm going to do a little in the bag here and talk about what I carry. I'm going to start off with my putters. These are the Nylon Glow Warlocks. They're my favorite putter for being straight at the basket. They'll hold the line, lots of glide, keeping me right on the pole. It's something that I really enjoy about a good putter. I'll also use these for up shots. They'll hold any line, land pretty softly on the ground, and keep you close. They're also going to be my Tour Series mold for this year, so look out for those. Next, I have the Magic, really straight or understable to understable approach putter. I use it on a lot of different lines and just trust that it's going to be able to hold and not fade out. Really handy to have. Next, this is a Wizard. I'll use it for more overstable or power putter shots. Great disc. You can really trust it in the wind. Next, this is the Houdini, new disc from Gateway. Really great for forehand up shots, highs or backhands, something you know that's going to fade. I like to use this inside 200 feet. I find that it doesn't really take a driving power for me, but great touch for up shots. This is the Glow Plastic, seems to hit the ground and have a nice bite to it, which is something I'm always looking for, is to stay close to those baskets on the up shots. Next, we have a Demon. That's the complementary disc to the Houdini. I'll use this for more power of the forehands, spike hyzers, or again, that hard fade that I'm looking for at the end. The Demon's a great mold. These are my two elements. This course has been really interesting because it seems that you usually got either your driver in your hand or your upshot discs. These have not come out of the disc or out of the bag at all this tournament, but great molds. This is my understable element. Come out, it'll hold any lines, push for days. A lot of really controllable disc. Love it. This is its complementary one. This is in the Glow Glow Diamond Plastic. Super straight. And if you haven't thrown an element before, you'll be just blown away by how much glide and how far these discs get without that speed that you normally think of to get that kind of distance. Great mold. If the wind picks up a little bit and I need to pull out a mid-range, or I want to have a forehand shot, I'm going to go with the Warrior. Great mold for being just reliable, straight, overstable, both fore and backhand. Great mid-range disc for that kind of flight. Next, I got this disc. I ran into Dave McCormick, the owner of Gateway Discs. He had a nice little box with him and hooked me up with this Locust. And this has been a great addition to the bag. Really straight, looks like about a 9 or a 10 speed. Super straight, doesn't have much fade, it just keeps pushing, and it's a disc that matches my arm speed really well with lots of glide, kind of gets out into that close to 400 range and does it in just such a point and shoot kind of way. Great disc to have in the bag. Next, these are my two blades. This pink one here, it has a bit more shape to it. It'll turn over both forward and backhand, allowing me to do more work. It always has a reliable fade at the end. Great disc. This one, more overstable, so I can really rely on it for those forehand shots, flex a forehand shot, spike hyzers. This is a workhorse out here this weekend. Next, one of the great things about playing with Gateway is that they allow me to still have some other molds in my bag. These are my two Wraiths. I've been throwing these two discs for years now and really rely on them and trust them. The blue one is my more understable Wraith. It'll hold a lot of lines and still in true Wraith fashion still have a little push at the end where it wants to fight back but never dump out. There's a lot of shots on this course where you need that line, that Anheuser that pans out and pushes lots of distance. This is my best chance of doing it. This is my go-to purple trusty Wraith. It's starting to get a little more seasoned, so it's requiring a bit more hyzer than it has in the past, but reliable, lots of glide, getting out that like just over 400 range for my arm. Love the Wraith. Next, Dave hooked me up with this. It's the Spell by Gateway. I think that this disc is going to be the one that actually pushes the Wraith out of my bag. I have it in a couple of different plastics, creating different flights. I have some really overstable ones. This one, and why it's in the bag, is it's got more stability than the purple one, so I can hit it flat, let it go out, glide just like my Wraiths, but then have that more reliable fade at the end. So it's just being in here to be a complementary disc, but it's getting work already. Love it. Look out for the Spell. It's getting released soon. This is the Proto. Great run, great discs. Stoked. Finally, I have my Illusion. This is my more overstable if the wind picks up, or if I want to forehand something, backhand and know that I want it to come back. I'm using the Illusion for that. The platinum plastic is probably my favorite plastic by Gateway. Really gummy, but you can get into it, you know. Lovely disc. Okay, now what else is going on in there? We got the Mini, of course. In here we've got the rangefinder, a couple of towels. Disc Golf Pro Tours got into these. They're giving them away here, so a little taste of home. And I've been carrying the yerbs in my bag for over a year now, and just it's such a nice pick-me-up when I'm out on the course. Really clean. It doesn't give you that kind of jitters that a coffee does, but gives you that little caffeine boost that you are looking for with some sugar. Keep you going over these 3-hour rounds. Great thing to have in the bag. Water bottle. It's been really hot out here this weekend, and the water's been great. The Disc Golf Pro Tour does an awesome job having canteens all over the place so you can fill up. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, just a little nail file, some hockey tape just in case, antihistamines because the pollen is bad. We've got my little carry-on bag addition from my lady Anna. Love this thing. Little piece of an old friend of mine, Boomer. The Salt Spring Island bag tag. And finally my new chalk bag. These things have been a savior out here this weekend. It's just, you can't keep your hands dry without one of these, which compromises the grip that you're getting on the disc. So grateful to have one of those, except I may have some questions to answer for at the borderline with all that white stuff all over my bag. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, keep smiling.